He just glanced at the boy and instantly froze. He was sure this boy was his son who had been missing for 9 years. The boy came from a poor family and was asking if Bess wanted to have a lawn built. Bess noticed her daughter seemed to know the boy well and started feeling anxious, quickly asking, "Do you know his name?" But her daughter didn't know. Bess walked anxiously back and forth in the hallway, then went into the studio, grabbed the camera, lit a cigarette from her husband's drawer, and stood by the window, trembling as she waited for Sam. When Sam was cleaning the lawn for his family, Bess, pretending to take pictures of the leaves, secretly snapped a photo of Sam. Next, he knocked on his oldest son Vincent's door, told him to handle dinner with his sister, then went off alone to the studio to develop the photo. Vincent was already used to his mother's behavior. After developing the photo in the studio, Bess immediately showed it to her husband. After comparing it to the police's simulated photo, Sam looked almost exactly like the missing son, Ben, from 9 years ago. The next day, the couple sought help from the police, who compared fingerprints from the school registration and confirmed that Sam was their long-lost son Ben, who had been missing for 9 years. The police initially suspected he might have been abducted. The plan was to pick up Sam from school first, then enter the suspect's house to arrest him. Since Bess was emotionally unstable, the female officer asked her to stay at home. However, once the police car left, Bess couldn't stay put. She ran out of the house, followed the police car for 2 blocks, and arrived at the scene just before the police took action. Seeing Bess out of breath, the female officer had no choice but to ask her to stay silent. Bess calmly rang the doorbell, and the one who opened the door was Sam's adoptive father. When he saw the police standing outside, he said he didn't understand why he was being accused of kidnapping, but he allowed the police to enter with a search warrant. Just as everyone was confused, Bess found a photo. It was of her high school friend, a female celebrity. This former friend's ex-wife had a baby 12 years ago, but the child passed away due to illness. Unable to cope with the loss, the celebrity went mad and was sent to a psychiatric hospital for 3 years. 9 years ago, Bess had attended a class reunion and brought her kids along. When she went to pay, her younger son Ben suddenly disappeared. Bess asked Vincent why he didn't keep an eye on Ben, and Vincent said he had an itchy neck and didn't notice Ben leaving. At first, Bess thought Ben was just playing around, but after searching everywhere, she still couldn't find him. Just as she was starting to get suspicious, she suddenly noticed a piece of unfinished bread on the floor. A bad feeling overwhelmed Bess. At that moment, her best friend quickly stepped up to the podium and grabbed the microphone, interrupting the entire class. A male student took the initiative to organize a search, rallying classmates to help find Bess's little son. However, as time passed, there was still no sign of Ben. 4 hours had passed, and Bess was at a loss, anxiously pacing the hotel. Due to copyright restrictions, this movie can only take you this far. The name of this movie is Deep Sea.